Om Tava Kathamritam Tapta Jivanam Kavibhiriditam Kalmashapaham Shravanamangalam Srimadaatatam Bhuvi Grananti Bhurida Janaha Bhuvi Grananti Bhurida Janaha. Sri Ramakrishna is telling the upshot of the whole thing is that no matter what path you follow, yoga is impossible unless the mind becomes quiet. Whole play is played by mind. Mind is that which constantly receives the information from the external world. The senses are tuned to the world. Paranchikani vyatranasvayambhuhu tasmat parang pashyati nantaratma. All the senses are turned outside and it constantly receives somebody telling something, ear receives. Something he sees in this world, eyes, information is coming. From all five senses, the information is constantly flowing in. And I am involving. There is two ways. One is the information and other things entering within, and I am pouring out actions, work. I am doing work, I am pouring out. Through karmendriya, I act. Through jnanendriya, I receive. In both, the mind is involved. Mind is constantly observing the world, unaware of the inner world, and constantly putting out actions. Apart from all this, it's just a give and take going on. The tendencies acquired in last life, the vasanas, tendencies means repeated actions. Now I smoke once, I feel like smoking once more. I smoke second times, it is becoming vasana. It is forcing me, driving me. The inner drives and urges that flow out. These vasanas possess mind. It cannot work on any part of your existence. It can only catch up mind because senses are just instruments. It cannot have a hold. But senses are controlled and possessed by buddhi and manas. Manas doesn't allow buddhi to intellect to directly interfere. It is under vasana, so it is utilizing the senses, karmendriya and jnanendriya, to fulfill these tendencies, old tendencies, the old momentum it has gained, the vasanas. So the intellect, which is independent of all things, that yields there because of its affection for mind. Intellect has a motherly feelings towards the mind till it is possessed by the viveka, till viveka awakens in the intellect, buddhi. In buddhi, viveka must, the power of discrimination must awaken. Then it stays independent of, totally independent of mind. Otherwise, the vasanas cannot catch hold of buddhi. It cannot catch senses. It cannot directly catch hold of the body. It catches hold of the mind, which is controlling body, mind and senses. And buddhi is independent. Buddhi, mind cannot catch hold of buddhi. But buddhi has motherly affection for the mind. So the mind, this vasana, if it catches of mind, it knows buddhi also will follow the mind. Senses also will follow the mind. Ego also follows the mind. So mind is possessed by it is under the sway of vasanas. Mind is under the sway of vasanas. So it is in a variety of ways it is working. And intellect helps it to take different types of courses, different ways of working out the vasana. Suppose he gets some vasana, he wants to eat some sweet meat. How many ways it will think, how can I get this, how can I get that? Ultimately it fulfills. And suppose somebody scolds, and mind has caught hold of it. Now buddhi wants to take revenge in some way or other. It will be constantly watching that person. Where can I catch hold? Without our knowledge, it is independently all these things happen. In the end, you see, mind is never calm. Mind is never quiet. You sit for meditation, sit for japa, it is jumping about, it is tossing. And you cannot do any justice to your own sadhana if mind is not quiet. Now, as much you can detach from the external world by diverting your attention to something higher, otherwise you cannot. Something higher. If you want to give up one lower, you have to catch hold of higher. So, link by link you have to go. If you divert your mind to catch something other than that, give an alternative, then it will slowly release it from its grip. This is how we manage the mind. One is just to, another is through prayer. Prayer works in many ways. It works within as a auto-suggestion. I am praying, my inner antaranga is reacting to my own prayer. It is receiving inner impulses of auto-suggestion. And I am invoking the grace of God, who can do and undo anything. He is omnipotent. I am invoking His grace. When sincerely from the heart the prayer comes, it responds. So otherwise, mind can never be controlled. Then viveka, discrimination. Oh, you have seen this. How many times you enjoyed and saw what it is. Why run behind? What have you got all these years of running behind? Ultimately, your hands are empty. Only run behind. So, discrimination, viveka, prarthana, and then trying to convert all old knowledge into wisdom. By these various means, slowly the mind attains calmness. It becomes quiet, it becomes peaceful, it becomes beautiful. Then you see all constantly from the inner world, the japa is spontaneously coming without your efforts. You need not struggle. You need not fight with the world. You need not fight within yourself. There is no inner conflict also. Everything is calm. Once that inner calmness is attained, all your sadhanas become effective. Otherwise, I am doing japa, mind is not under my control. I am trying to do meditation, mind is not under control. It has no effect to work. When everything, mind, only one thing, mind. If the mind is calm, you have achieved most of the things, because other things go so smoothly. It's impossible unless the mind becomes quiet. The mind of a yogi is under his control. Shama, Dhamma, Titiksha, Uparati, Shraddha, Samadhana. The 5 virtues a sadhaka must possess. Shama, the control of mind. The first thing we have to teach children in our houses is self-conquest. Control your mind. Apply sanyama, the self-control, exercise. Get up in the morning, early morning, every day without missing. 5 o'clock, you just get up. Or whatever your time, 6 o'clock, 5:30, whatever your time, every day see that you are there at the table. Go for a walk after an hour when it is dawn. It is beautiful to go when you walk amidst the nature participating in your life. You are participating in nature's existence. What a beautiful combination you see. So this changes that it brings. So mind, if the control, mind is its control, one by one we have to acquire the control. The children, if they are asked to control the mind, they find it very difficult. But by practice, move with them, show how to live, how to do. Every day you get up in the morning to make them conquer their. This is first disciplined life itself is great sanyama, self-control to get up, self-control, particular hours to go for a physical exercises. Every day without missing. It may rain, it may be very hot day, nothing to miss. So these disciplines on one side gives you a kind of tapasya life. We will not be able to go to forest here, there, sit for many days with lifted hand or without food and all. This we cannot do, and it is not necessary or useful much. So this kind of tapas, getting up in the morning, going, then serving someone, helping the nature around, there are plants, watering the plants. All these disciplined exercises will discipline one thing. Everywhere you have to exercise. 12:30 food means 12:30 every day you are there at that time. That means you are exercising self-control. So once this self-conquest, self-control comes over the mind, you have achieved many things. You can do anything you want, sitting anywhere. So that mind, it is called Shama. Shama is control of mind. Dhamma is control of senses. Titiksha, tremendous forbearance. Sukha, dukkha, mana, apamana, all this bearing. Shama, Dhamma, Titiksha, Uparati. Uparati is bringing the mind, retiring, bringing it back from its engagement in the world. Uparati. Or giving up the world, occupations of the world, which is not going to help your spiritual life. With vidivat, according to the scriptural injunction, giving up. It's called sannyasa. Giving up all things of the world and engaging totally in spiritual life and services. So, the uparati, shraddha. Shraddha is faith in Guru's words and in scriptures, and total dedication to follow that Shraddha, Samadhana. To be able to keep the mind in a place calmly as long as I want. I want to sit, I want to keep the mind on God for 2 hours. Yes, the mind will agree, yes. So this conquest of mind, the yogi, it brings that. When I was on the bank of Narmada, I was living in an ashrama. There was one small cattle. They wanted to use it for plowing. They may want to make it an ox and then use for pulling the cart and plowing the field. It is just born and it is able to move about and eat grass. Maybe 3 months. That such a small one, it is very difficult for it to move about properly. It jumps and runs. They have tied huge log of wood to its neck. I asked, it is not able to pull that log of wood. It's quite heavy. It goes on pulling and then eating the grass here and there. I asked, why have you tied that? Release it, let it be. They said, no, we want to convert it into an ox to pull the carts, and it is now, we are teaching them the self-control, to exercise. Tomorrow he has to plow. The moment he holds the reins, it will start moving. Whole that otherwise very difficult to control. Even after this, a year or so passed, they want to put it for plowing. How here it revolts and start running here, there. Again and again beating it and tying it, again trying it. Then slowly, after 3 months, it is able to stand with that plow being tied to its shoulders. I saw, means how much of efforts they have to put, because it's an animal. We have the same animal nature within us. It doesn't want to yield. It wants to simply run away. So this mind is made to sit in a particular, anywhere. I want to keep it at the feet of God. I want to think of the infinite existence. You want to see God in others. Whatever way you want to, it will do. It will help. It will not run away. It will stay. Wherever you want to make it stay, it stays. Whatever you want to make it do, it does. This is called samadhana. With this samadhana, it is that we enter into meditation, dhyana, from dhyana to samadhi. The mind of the yogi is under his control. He is not under the control of mind. For all, not only humans, for even animals and insects, it is mind that drives. It takes here and there, runs about, taking the possessing the man. Such an intelligent man. Look at his consciousness, Chaitanya Swarupa, Chaitana is there. But look at the way in which it struggles. Look at the way how it works out. So much of difficulty, that mind. He is not able to control his own mind. With such, now you can see the slowly man growing into addiction to mobile, cell phone. He is not able to leave it even for few minutes. He is just carrying. Every moment, here and there, he looks and opens and sees. Again, keep. All the time. throughout the day. Sometimes late in the night, how a Chaitanya is made, converted into a stone-like structure. He is sitting day and night with a thing. How much he could have had the freedom to move about. How much of freedom he could have had to deal with this world in a beautiful way. Not under the control of mind. When the mind is quiet, the prana stop functioning. When mind becomes quiet, from calmness, from agitation, we move towards calmness. From calmness, we go to the tranquil state. In tranquil state, slowly you will see that it is tranquil. It is coming to quietness. This is inner silence, inner stillness. As you go deeper, you start experiencing slowly that inner calmness, then inner peace. The peace which is beyond the understanding of normal, common people. They won't be able to understand what is peace, inner peace. Inner peace is which we never miss again once you get it. External peace is there, absence of war we call peace. Shanti. Shanti means in their house kalaha is not there. Absence of kalaha we call it as Shanti. If Shanti is a positive entity, they have earned. When kalaha is there also, the Shanti will not go away. The peace attained, if it's a positive entity, then whatever happens, it remains with you. But it is negative entity in the world. There is no kalaha, I call. There is no darkness, I call light. If there is no light, I call it darkness. No, darkness is not a positive entity. There is nothing called darkness. If darkness was there, a positive entity, when light comes also, I must be able to see the darkness. It must slowly be going here, then moving about like a bird or something. The moment the light comes, it disappears. The absence of light is called darkness. Light is a positive entity. Darkness is a negative entity. Absence of something is called. Like that in the world, the worldly peace, Shanti, in the prapancha, the Shanti you get is absence of war. War is not there, there is peace. If peace is positively attained inside inner peace, then if anything happens outside, this peace will not go away. So that peace, that is the peace which we try to attain in our life. This peace, inner peace and inner stillness. The moment you transcend the bodily existence in dhyana, first layer that you see is inner peace and inner stillness. Everything is still, stand still, no movements anywhere. Still and absolute peace, Shanti. That stillness, the quietness, in this the breath stops and the truth reveals. That state is called kumbhaka, like a pot filled and covered. When the mind is quiet, prana stops functioning, then one gets kumbhaka. Kumbhaka is breathlessness. Breathlessness means the inside, the breath held or the breath left outside is not moving. As it is there. Breath has stopped. Many times it happens. Somebody threatens suddenly. The shock makes him breathless. somebody gives a bad news which is beyond bearing capacity of that person, then breath stops. So many times, there may be chances in our lives that we will be passing through without our knowledge, many times, the breathlessness. That is called kumbhaka. Then one gets kumbhaka. One may have the same kumbhaka through bhakti yoga also. Excessive love of God, intense love of God. The intensity with which you love, it makes you forget everything. Forget your body, forget this world, forget everything, duties and responsibilities. Whole thing, world is forgotten. Your bodily existence forgotten in the love of God, in the ecstatic love of God. And then it will again become, everything stops still and becomes kumbhaka. You can see in Sri Ramakrishna's life so many times. Daily you see many times he stands still. Many people watch, is he breathing or not? Some people go and test also, keeping the fingers or cotton near the nostril. They will see everything stands still. The body is not moving, the lungs are not moving, everything is stand still. So it has got kumbhaka. Through bhakti also you can attain the same kumbhaka. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.